Thanks, guys. And Taylor, Friday, thousands fans came to watch a practice this weekend. Do you know why?
I mean, it wasn't soccer practice. That's right, it was football practice.
Let's take a look at how that game went. This Friday, the football team invited Hawkeyes back to Kinnick for an early look at the 2018 team.
This year's spring game was run as a practice rather than a game, but the competition and effort was still there, as here we see Nate Stanley hand it off to Torrin Young for the long run down the sideline.
But it wasn't all offense in this one, as Amani Hooker goes in for the hard hit against receiver Jacob Coombs to force that fumble that's picked up by linebacker Barrington Wade.
Since it was run as a practice, the score was not kept, so everyone was a winner in this one. Here's what some of the players and head coach Kirk Ferentz had to say following the practice.
There's some throws that I want back, some tip balls that I would like to throw a little bit differently, but overall I think we came out and had a pretty good day, and really put together a good practice.
We were trying to grow all spring ball, those 15 practices, and like I said, we finished on a strong note. But this off season, this summer, we got to get in the film room, keep going through film, work on our communication, and grow going into fall camp.
We got a long way in front of us to a lot of ground to cover, but those are all really positives. And we were in game uniforms tonight, but we're hardly game ready. That was obvious as well. But I think overall, just really happy about the work that we've gotten done over 15 workouts. I think we've made good progress. And then hopefully the guys, really the key is right now keeping a good attitude, being realistic that, we got a lot of things we need to get accomplished between now and September. But, this is a good step for us, and we'll just kind of build from there.
We want to apologize for any technical difficulties there. But Taylor, with football returning, what are you looking most forward to?
I would definitely have to say I'm looking forward to seeing how the team's going to step up to fill those roles with this year's seniors finally leaving.
Well, I'm looking forward to the return of the second greatest Hawkeye tradition. That's the burrito lift. But on Saturday, Iowa volleyball wrapped up their spring season in Carver when they hosted Northern Iowa and Dordt College.
The Hawks won one set against UNI in the first game of the doubleheader, and in Game 2, Iowa and Dordt only played 2 sets, which they split 1-1.
Here's what Coach Bon Szymanski had to say about their spring season.
Our team's best improvement this season is really having to depend on, rely on, and then expect something out of each other. And when you have very few players, we told them at the start, it's going to mean you get twice as many reps, but it means you're going to get twice as much scrutiny, twice as much feedback, twice as much expectation. And so early on in spring, that was a struggle for them because it felt very different, but they really started to earn the ownership of that, and I thought performed very well today.
Although volleyball's spring season is over, you can still catch Bon Szymanski and the rest of the Hawks in Carver next fall.
It was senior day for the women's tennis team yesterday, where Hawks said goodbye to 4 seniors in their game against Wisconsin.
Senior Zoe Douglas battled an injury in her final home match as a Hawkeye, but fell in 2 sets.
Senior Anastasia Reichman was the lone Hawkeye to win her match. Iowa lost this one 4-1.
It's the end for great seniors in their collegiate career, so that's always kind of emotional. And I am proud of the hard work we put in. We had some tough challenges that didn't go our way this season, but I really felt like they always kept their head up. And unfortunately, even if we didn't get the wins and the result side, I really think a lot of the hard work and the character and the fight was there. And that's something that makes a coach really proud.
Iowa finished the regular season at 2-9 in the Big Ten and 10-14 overall.
The women's soccer team finished off their spring season with a nail-biter against St. Louis on Saturday.
St. Louis started off aggressive, sending several shots at Claire Graves in the first half, but could not get a shot past her.
And in the second half, Kaylee Hawes has a breakaway opportunity with 5 seconds left, but gets blocked in overtime. Corey Burns then sends a 45-yard bomb that hits the top crossbar, and sister Devin Burns can't put it in the net. This one ended at a 0-0 tie.
That may have been the most exciting game I've ever seen, even though it ended with a 0-0 tie.
Well, Taylor, it was certainly an eventful week in Hawkeye sports with the spring game, and I gotta say I heard no fewer applause than when the Tiger Hawk logo was announced to be on the water tower in the north end zone.
I mean, I don't know, I guess water towers can be pretty exciting compared to the football game that was currently going on. But I have to agree, first they paint the Tiger Hawk on the field, then they renovate the north end zone, and now we get a Tiger Hawk on the water tower. I can't help but wonder what comes next in the Iowa Athletic Department.
And that's it from us in the sports studio, but come back tomorrow for next installment of Beyond the Swarm, where we'll hear from former Iowa offensive lineman Boone Myers.
And from former Iowa wide receiver Matt Vandenberg. Guys at the desk, back to you.